Okay, so with the advancement of AI, I try to have like a good picture because I want to be optimistic about the future, but there is also bad things that people have to think about. And um, we're going to need brain chips that help regulate people's what they're thinking, their impulses, um, so they can be productive members of society. We don't have to cage these people up like animals. Um, so we can cage people like we can have pods, like I said before in video. We can have pods for people. That like yeah, we definitely don't want these people. Like these people are just they committed heinous acts, and we really don't. I don't know. This population is kind of sadistic. Half of our population likes that Luigi guy. That's so crazy. They're like so in love with this guy. They like rooting for him. Somebody that like shot somebody in the back, cold blooded. Just and like, what if he missed and hit like an innocent bystander? You know what I mean? It's just so crazy that these people are advocating for that. And I understand the frustration of these insurance companies for sure. I have my disdain for these companies and these organizations who are very greedy, who don't need to up the prices on a band-aid for like $50 in a hospital or whatever. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, if you're gonna do that, let me bring in my own supplies and then you can use them because I can get them for way cheaper. I don't need to use your supplies. I just need you to write me a prescription or figure out what the hell is wrong with me so I can move on with my time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to use your fancy. I just need to know, like, okay, I'm gonna go in for this, probably this, so I can bring this supply, this supply, this supply. Use my supplies. Like, I'll bring in the gloves. I'm not gonna pay $10 because you use a pair of gloves. It's ridiculous. I don't know, but it's pretty crazy, like these prices anyway. So like with the advancement of AI and creation of AI, there's going to be I think that we need rules and regulations when it comes to distributing people's personal likeness in lewd manners. So like if you create something with somebody's likeness for your own personal use, you're not showing anybody. It's just like it's just for you. It's private. Nobody knows. It's like whatever, unless it's like has anything to do with minors. Like if, and this will take the people out of the society real quick. If people start trying to like make AI with like that and that intention, like these maps people, we take them out of society. They need to be brain implanted, because we don't want them around hurting kids. So if they have mental defects and we can fix that with some type of brain chip so they can like not have those tendencies or those thoughts or those sick desires for children, that's absolutely impulsive. They need to be brain implanted. They can't be out here with polite civil society. And that's what we should be aiming for, polite civil society. Some people won't need brain implants because like they can be polite, civil, they have courtesy, like they hold the door, like you know what I mean? Like they're not gonna do nothing crazy, but like there's a huge a lot of people that have been created that have a lot of mental. There's a couple. I would get one for sure. Like I would. I don't have to worry about it. It would help my dementia. That's probably going to be coming soon. So it'll definitely help with that. It'll help with my eyes because my eyes are like reading is not very good. it's harder to read smaller now than it was. My eyes were actually really, 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 really good when I was younger. And like perfect vision, 20/20 vision or whatever. But like that's what happens with age. I like my hearing back in one of my ear, like if it can rewire things so I'm not like dyslexic and I can actually speak better, like communicate way more efficiently. It helps my memory, you know, stimulate parts of the brain that I'm not using, that it's like, okay, you're not using this part of the brain. If you don't do this activity to stimulate this part of the brain, it's going to increase damage. So it's going to be able to, it's going to be able to like regulate like what I'm stimulating on parts of my brain. So you want to keep all your brain stimulated. So you want to keep it flowing. If you don't use it, you lose it. So like, I think that people just get stuck in the same path, and they're pretty much like a cyborg. They always do the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And, and they don't do nothing else. They don't try nothing new. They don't learn anything new. And I think that helps destroy your brain. That's just my opinion. Also, like, you're not working out. They say, like, working out helps out a lot with their brain. Obviously, what you eat. Vitamins, make sure your body's taken care of, so it's maintained properly and less poisons. So it's like we want to strive to have like civil society, so we're not like blowing each other up anymore. We're creating cool experiences. We're innovating. We're moving to the new world, and have it be more, because you're gonna want to have somewhere like a community that you spend most of your time with, right? So like, I would definitely, there would be like a prime place where I relate with people the most, where I want to be, like this 15-minute city. And that's where I would be mostly, but I would definitely I would visit different ones. I'd want to go experience their themes, especially with other people as well. You know what I mean? Like, when you're in the same culture, it's going to be easier to make friends because, like, you share the same interests, the same experiences. And it doesn't, and you can have some of them separated by race, but then you can have some of them that mix the race in there as well. So it's like, a bifurcation in society. Like, they just want old school, nothing tainted with their race. They want to keep the race, but it's like, at some point you probably end up like inbreeding. I mean, seriously, like, cause I mean, it wouldn't happen for like 100 years, but like, at some point you would think like all of our races would end up just becoming one race, and instead of all these different types of pretty much all end up having like the same physical traits, same skin same tonality. At some point you would think that would, like, it might be like 1,000 years from now if humans are still around, but you would think that, like, because we would just come from the same place, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about no more. I was arguing with somebody on X about gold, and my point is, he's like, gold is so awesome and blah blah blah, and my point is, like, yeah, I know, gold is in everything. Gold is in all of our technology, and it keeps, and I'm like, okay, but what about Tesla? Right now, oil is huge, gas is huge. It's what keeps our civilization moving forward. Well, how much does Tesla use of gasoline? And that's what my point is. It's kind of like, yeah, but like, what if like the robots say like we don't need gold, we don't need it in technology, we have something that's far superior than gold, we can use that element instead. Well, it's like, and they might be like, hey, we're gonna keep using gold because we think it's really efficient. We can use a little tiny bit. It works really well. But then it's just like, my point was just like, how much Bitcoin and blockchain technology to me, it just seems like way more of a better bet going forward. With apparently the singularity upon us. Like, is the singularity upon us? Man, I've heard, dude. Are we already past the singularity? I don't know, man. That's crazy. Like, are they already in control? I don't know. It's hard to. I don't know. It's hard to think. Like, are they already in control? But it's like they're right here. Like, their IQ. Like, okay, their IQ is seriously, like, a few months ago, the smartest AI had an IQ of like 95 or something like that. Just in September, one of the reporters I listened to on X, he's very, very, he doesn't ever have any, he's like the number one reporter, I think. He's the best one. He is such a diverse, he probably has a really good team helping him out. But, well, he basically he posted like the smartest one was like 95, maybe 100, like the smartest AI, and then Gronk was like still like 86 or 82 or something like that. So, but I just seen yesterday, like, the smartest AI we have now has like 156 IQ or something like that, 152 IQ, and that was just a couple months ago. Like, now they're smarter than me. Like, I was smarter than AI a couple months ago. Now I'm not. Like, because my IQ is like 107 to 117. But what? That's crazy, man. I'm already like, I don't know. Anyway, so like that's crazy. How fast? That's what it's like. They have the quantum computer that they have no idea what they're doing. And if I'm hearing this wrong, please somebody tell me I'm hearing this wrong. They think that they can possibly connect with other quantum computers in a multiverse? A parallel universe? Like, what? So what you're saying is, if we do have infinite universes, that somewhere in some other world I'm a president or I'm a rock star, I can go to that world and watch it. And possibly I might be able to participate. You know what I mean? I might be able to take over that body. So like there could already have like so many worlds already created that we, man, it's really hard to think about that, where things are at with technology and how fast it's improving. And the crazy thing is, most people don't even know. Most people don't even realize this. X is great, man. I get so much up-to-date knowledge from X. So much. Like, all this Bitcoin stuff of, like, these different companies investing. It's kind of like you see this, and then when you see other accounts, and then you see, like, a prominent figure talk about it, it's like, really? That's interesting. BlackRock is invested in Bitcoin. Oh, they just bought a bunch of Bitcoin? That's crazy. Oh, this company is now this company? Oh, you just it's a great tool to retain information, share information. And honestly, I'm a hybrid I'm a hybrid reporter. it's weird to say that because of, even though I don't have a big reach, I mean, anybody can be, um, but like you could shine spotlight on something and expose something. You know what I mean? So it's like you're kind of like a reporter too. You're finding information, and new information becomes available, and then you can make it available to other people, or you learn it yourself. It's absolutely amazing. And I think that we're actually like worshiping AI right now. I think that we're worshiping it and its creation. We're helping create AI, the master brain that knows absolutely everything. But we're also creating our own individual AIs as well. So that's very interesting too. Like if my account never gets banned off of here or X, the AI, the robots have so much information they can use to recreate me, and they don't even. I have so much they don't even need that much to recreate me. You can basically create a basic chatbot right now, just some basic information with like a personality that you might perceive of this person. And if they're famous, you just go to Wikipedia and then just copy and paste it. Literally, you just copy and paste, put it into the AI, and it'll decipher it. And that's something that we need to make, is everything to be able to copy and paste, to be able to feed it into the AI. So, like, instead of having to like screenshot everything, I can just like push a button and it copies and pastes it. Because, like for instance, the contract I have right here. So like this contract is on the internet digitally, but like I would have to like go to each section and then like screenshot it. But if I could just like push a button, like a copy and paste, and then just I can put it into the AI, it can read the whole thing, and I don't even have to like go there and just like take a screenshot of everything. Like, you know what I mean? That's so tedious. So everything on the internet needs to be like really easily. It needs to be shared easily. Put into the AI. So yeah, it's very crazy how fast technology, and get ready, man. You're gonna see some crazy stuff coming out, like, oh, we're doing this now. We're capable of this, and then all of a sudden you just see like crazy expansion of like it might not even take long to make these 15-minute cities. They might be able to just like figure out how to like calculate something and make it like super quick to make the infrastructure like pop up. Basically, it's like boom, and it could just be like with all these different like drones and robots, and it goes and sketches everything real quick. And I don't know, I'm just saying, like, almost like 3D printing, I guess, a whole like city with like drones that you know what I mean. That's probably, damn, I just thought of that too. Like, I never heard anyone talk like that. That's the type of stuff that just like flows with my imagination and everything like that. So we'll see what happens. I feel very positive. Hopefully nothing bad happens between now and when Trump gets in there. When Trump gets in there, I think he's going to do really good for the world. I think it's going to be very peaceful. I think a lot of these world wars are going to come to an end. I think that we're all going to start working together. And guess what? I think that Trump's going to head the negotiations to decommission all the nuclear weapons, because we apparently have some nuclear weapons we can't even work anyway, because we don't have anyone that knows how to. So if we're at that position where we have nuclear warheads, nuclear weapons that we don't even know how to use, it's time to decommission this stuff before we hurt ourselves, hurt other people, and the world. Okay? Thank you.